And I look forward to see you guys there. That's something. There we go. So Gold Coast, Byron Bay, it's all happening this weekend. This week we're going to Gold Coast and Byron Bay, and it's the last leg of this tour. It's been an amazing month. We had 4 workshops and 24 new Mafians. So we've welcomed 24 new people, and so you would say that yes, we well know this subject what we're talking about today, which is sales and conversion. So there's a few things that people are in business. The first thing that I'll say that people not really doing right is the understanding why they need to sell, what they need to sell and why. That is super important. So tell me, if you are watching this and you're wondering, why are you not selling? Tell me, what is your biggest obstacle? What is the thing that is stopping you from selling? Is it something wrong in this? If one of my team watching this, if they can come down, I think we need a different iPad. I think we got a different iPad. All right, Michael, we're talking about what is going on in when you're selling. What is the thing that is stopping people from selling? What is the thing that stopping you from selling? What is the number one fear around selling? What is happening when you sell? What is going on when you sell? When how do you feel? What's happening in your belly? I remember when I first started my course, sometimes people price themselves way too high. That's the way that we all get started, is pricing yourself way too high. So what is your thing when you are selling? How do you feel? What is happening in your brain? What is the thing that is making you, how do you feel? Sometimes clients don't even understand what they're buying into. If you forget to explain exactly, if you don't have clarity around what are you selling, then that is the first thing that I would say you need to work on, is understanding exactly where you want to take people from and to, and understanding where do you sit. But in selling, there is like when you sell, when you want to convert people to the next level, you have to, first of all, be true with yourself and be honest and be 100% real, because people feel that. And you need to believe in your system. You need to believe, hi, Oksana, you need to believe in what that what you give changes people's lives. So if you're watching this and you believe that your product, your service will change their lives, then you put it in the comments. Yes, my product, my service change people's lives. I want to see it, because if you're not really confident enough to write it into a comment to me in this post, that means that you don't believe it. And if you don't believe it, you can't sell it. I 100% can guarantee that what I do, what I spend my time with my people in a 3-day workshop, 1,000,000% change their life, change their business, if they're willing to be open to accept and to take it, to embrace it. So tell me, do you believe that your services, and I don't believe that I change people's lives, I believe that my services, what I teach them do, it's not me, but my environment, what I provide, what everything that happens will change their lives. Now, Tina, one more time, if you can just message the team upstairs, this Meetup Queen is not working, so we need a different iPad. That would be great. Thank you. So yes, my product changes people's lives. Fantastic. So only one person out of about, we've got about 20 people watching in different devices. Only one person has written, yes, and my product changed people's lives. So if you don't believe it, that's your first problem. Your first problem right there, that you don't believe that your product, your service changes people's life. There we go, Michael. I love it. I love it. There you go. So if you believe it, if you're watching this, you need to write it down, because even writing it down, you will feel somewhere in your body that, oh, I don't know if I feel that is true, and I don't know if I'm like too full of myself if I write that. But there will be emotions come up with that statement. There will be things that are coming up to your mind and to your soul, and you go, I don't know if this is the case. I don't know, I don't want to be too full of myself. What if they don't implement it? What if that's not your problem, right? You need to ensure that you do everything you can to help people go through the process and make it happen, and obviously take action, but you cannot control it. So sometimes the salespeople are failing because they want to control the outcome, and they cannot be genuine about the outcome, the value, because they're afraid that the person is not going to do it, and therefore they think they're a fraud. And why do I know that? Because it happened to me. At the very beginning, I was terrified. When people would ask me, can you guarantee that you're going to get value, that I'm going to, do this and have success? I would struggle and I would go, oh God, I don't know, I don't think, oh, maybe, oh, help me, oh, I don't know, right? So I just didn't, I wasn't confident about that because I didn't have enough clients that had made it happen. So I had to work with it. I had to make sure that I knew what I was offering, and I knew that what I was giving would make people's lives different. So it was all inside of me. When you can't sell something, it starts from your mindset. It starts from your self-belief. It starts from your self-worth. It starts from the understanding that, yes, people, because a lot of the time people come from corporate and they come to my workshop and they say, yeah, I've been selling all my life, I'm great. And I'm like, fantastic. But then when you're actually selling your own services and your own products and your own business, it's a different story, isn't it? It's completely different because it's now putting your self-worth into it. It's putting your self throughout all that. So it's completely different. Selling your own stuff from selling someone else's is completely different because it's now put into these people are paying you. People are paying yourself. They're not paying your company. They're not paying someone else. And so their self-belief will come up and there's fears attached to that. So if you're watching this and you believe that your services, your products are changing people's lives, then you have to write it down. Yes, I believe myself, my services, my products change people's life. If you don't write that down and you don't believe that, it's not going to happen 100%. So that is the first thing that I really, really, really would like you to concentrate on and to write that down. And if you're not writing it down there and you have some fears around that, you have to make sure that you work on that. Now, if you've been watching on the Meetup Queen, we're going to shut this down and we're going to put it on a different iPad. So we'll see you in a minute. As soon as we are ready on the iPad, we're going to shut this down. Fantastic. All right, let's go. So that is something that it was super important for me, is to understand why am I selling, what am I selling, and what am I doing this for, and what is going to happen in my business, in my life, if I don't sell, if I don't do it, if I don't get my business out there, what's going to happen? If you're saying that you are changing people's lives and it's not you're not selling it, guess what? You are doing the service to all these people that really, really, really want to work with you. You're doing the service to all these people that need your help. You are not a description. That you are not, servicing, right? You're doing a disservice to those people. So let's go through this PowerPoint. Why do you need to sell? First of all, because you need to help people. If you're believing that what you wrote is true, and by the way, I still haven't got only 2 people that wrote it out of 20 that are watching. Only 2 people wrote yes, my service. 3 people, yes, my services and product change people's lives, which is interesting, isn't it? So if you believe that you are doing that, if you believe that that is what you do, then we need to make sure that you put yourself out there and you help. Sorry guys, I'm just having some trouble with that. Okay, fantastic, we are on. That's great, thank you. So now we're on to the Meetup Queen. Hopefully we get some people in here watching as well, and now we're going live on 3 different places. So selling means helping, right? You need to change the words of selling into helping. What is going to get you to convert someone is if they know that you're genuine about helping them. That's the only way that they're going to be converted. They're going to decide to work with you. So if you need to sell, because if not, you don't have a business, you have a hobby. And who wants a hobby or a business? I don't know. I don't. I want to make sure that I can, survive and I can work on this and put myself out there. So the reason why I'm talking about sales, guys, I'm not a sales expert, but obviously I've got $1 million business, and this month alone we have had 24 people joining the academy. So obviously I know and you know that that wouldn't happen if we didn't, if I didn't know how to sell, right? So obviously that's what I want to share with you guys, is it all starts from the mindset. To make an impact, you want to sell because you want to make an impact. I have no doubts of what I do changes people's lives. They create a ripple effect in their life and the people's lives. So fantastic. Christina says, yes, my product and services are changing people's lives. There you go, Christina. So keep going. That's really good. So now you understand when you have the why, it's not going to have, you're not going to not do it. And so to make an impact, you need to sell, because at the end of the day, you can give as much value as possible, what I'm doing to you guys. But when I'm really transforming my clients is at the 3-day workshop, when I get them here face to face and they get to see me, they get to experience it, they get to be part of the journey and the tribe and everything else. That's when that happen. Oh my God, I joined, but yes. My services change people's lives. Fantastic, Nikki. That's exactly right. Adriana, I think my service has an impact, but I'm not sure changing people. Yeah, there we go, Adriana. Think about it, right? Adriana, I know exactly what you do. If people are going through a breakdown and having, a really tough time in their lives, and they come to your workshops, and, they really don't have any friends, and they come into your workshop, don't you change people's lives? Sometimes people think that changing people's lives means that from that moment on, you need to do something huge, right, to change people's lives. You know what? Like a smile can change people's lives. A kind word can change people's life. It's something that like a pin dropped can change people's life. If you're taking people from A to B, that is changing people's lives. I think that sometimes we put too much expectation on our thing. Tony Robbins changes people's lives, but then if people don't continue on that, they're gonna go back to their own shit. But that's not Tony Robbins' fault. There's people that they're thinking and being silly enough to think that you go one time to one workshop and in your life you're fixed forever. There's nothing like that. We all need to keep working on it. So yes, we all believe we have something to offer that would be useful to others, otherwise we wouldn't be here. Vanessa, useful is not good enough. I don't want to be useful for people. I want to be an impact. I want to change their life. I want to be, them reminding me forever. That's what I want. And it's not because it's me. I want that change to be with them forever. And if it's only, yes, I'm useful to them, they're not going to be willing to pay the big bucks. They're only going to pay the big bucks if they believe that you are going to show them something that's going to be impactful for their life. That's what is important. So true. Okay, I'm changing people's lives. Yes, Adriana, that's exactly right. And I love the capitals. Yeah, fantastic. That's really good. So, all right. So now that we've got that, you have to also own it, and you have to understand that you deserve a lifestyle. We all been in business because we wanted to help people, but also we wanted to have a bit of freedom, and so we have eventually to go back to that freedom. We can't work forever. We can't be forever in and working hard forever. They say entrepreneurs and business owners, we work hard for a few years to have a better life and a better lifestyle later. So that later needs to come eventually, because if not, we're going to burn out, and that's not doable. So what is selling? I say selling is helping. If I was upstairs, I will bring you a sales folder that I created for my team, so that they know what to say, how to say. There's scripts in there. There's things that help them going through objections and handling objections. One of my team the other day said to me, Francesca, I'm not terrified of calling anymore people. I'm like, fantastic, that's really good. I'm glad that you don't have that fear anymore. I said, now that you've got over the fear of putting yourself on the phone, now we're going to work on handling objections, because there's two different things: is to calling people randomly and talking to people, and one thing is handling objection to be able to help them. And the thing is, one of my team was saying the other day, oh my God, when you told me that I had to sell, I was terrified. And then now I realized that we don't really sell. I'm like, no, selling is not a bad word. Selling is like, we do sell, but we're just a conversation. It's just like understanding what people need and tell them, if we are a good fit for them. And if we're not, we don't do that to people. And there's a couple of people in the past few weeks that wanted to join the mafia, and I wasn't 100% sure they were a great fit. So I just, I don't push people away, because sometimes who am I to say no to someone to not change their lives, So I just stand back and just let them do their own sort of mindset and sort of train of thoughts. And if they're not coming back, then I don't follow up with those people, because I've known 100% think they're gonna put the time and value into it. Yeah, so you push them a bit, and then you just wait, because you gotta go, I give you the opportunity to join me, but now I'm gonna back off and see if you're gonna do the next step. If you're not gonna do it, I'm not gonna follow up. And I'll only do that with people that I don't 100% believe we're a great fit. But if we are a great fit, I'm not gonna stop asking them until they say yes or no. And that's not in a pushy way. Like I just go, hey, just a quick reminder, and we had a chat about this, and I'd love to see where you're at with it. And that's it. And if they say no, I'm not going to insist. No, don't insist. But it's important that they feel that you've got their back, that they feel that you believe that you're going to be able to help them. My stuff changing people's life because it's freaking mind-blowing. Yes, Linda, that is it. That is exactly right. You need to own it. I love it. Useful in the sense that will solve a problem that have or help them in some ways. Yes, Vanessa, but I would like you to change into changing people's lives. You have to believe that your stuff, your problem, that when you solve that problem, it will change people's life. Think about the ripple effect that that will have in their life. Yeah, so it is changing the life. There is many things in my life that happened that really changed my people's life. It's no brainer. Yeah, no brainer. So helping, change the word. So in that sales folder that I had, I canceled the word selling and I put helping. It's the helping folder because we help people. We help people going from A to Z. We help people going from invisible to invincible. We help people going from 0 people attending to the workshop to having 20, 30 people attending the workshop. We go from people having no clients to having fully booked clients. Where people going from one-to-one fully booked to one-to-many. Right? We've got things, and I know that when they do that, it will change their life because now they don't have to struggle anymore in what they do. Yeah, fabulous. So adding value, giving knowledge is selling. Servicing other people is selling. So selling is, you need to change the word because sometimes in our subconscious, selling is a bad word, and it's not. If you don't sell, you don't have a business. If you don't sell, you'll not be able to give. If you don't sell, you're not going to be able to do anything for people. So it's really important that we understand that the word selling is all positive. And what isn't selling is where I want to go through, because a lot of the time when we sell, we feel bad because we don't want to push people. We don't want to be pushy, and it's really important that we understand it's not about being pushy. Selling isn't being pushy. Well, nobody wants that. In my team, I say that all the time. I say, guys, we want to invite people. We want to follow up with people. We want to help them. We want to be there for them, but we don't want to push them, because if you push them, that's when the client will come back and go, oh, sign up to something that I didn't want to do. It's like, oh, really? And that's not what you want. You want people that really wanted to work with you. And not that that's never going to happen, still going to happen. So Helen Fry says, I change people's lives because I remind them how magnificent they are, and they get back to loving themselves. There you go. That's exactly right. So if you believe that you change people's lives, why are you not selling? If you believe that what you do changes people's life, why are you hiding? If you believe that you change people's life, why are you not following up with people? And that's all I concentrate on when I talk to someone. I think, what if I just ask them one more question and I get them and take them to the next level, and they want to join and they want to become part of this and they're going to change their life? What if? What if, because I'm afraid of being pushy, or I'm afraid of saying too much, I'm afraid of what they think of me, because that's the truth, I'm not changing their life? It's not about you, it's not about me, it's about them. It's about helping them going through the process. So if you think about that, selling is helping the person and holding their hand until they take that leap of faith. That's how I see it. I don't see it as being pushy. I'm not being pushy. I can't be pushy because I hate pushy people. Right? So selling isn't all about you, isn't all about me. It's about them. It's about your clients. It's about people that want to need to work with you. Selling isn't spending. It's not. Like I had the other day, this person on one of my groups just poaching every single person and sending the same templates to everybody. It's like, dude, I see what you're doing. You're poaching people. You're spamming. That's not building a relationship. Building a relationship generally is writing a comment and be there and be present. Copy and pasting a message to millions of people, it's not selling. It's pushing, it's spamming. Scarcity isn't selling. If you think about, concentrate only on the money. There's people that, they just think, I can't close this sale because I want to make, $1,000 extra this week. It's like, no, Because if you concentrate about the money, that's when you lose the people. That's when you're not genuine about it. That's when you're not in your heart. That's when you're not understanding what and how you're going to help people. Aggressive selling isn't that either. You know, some people have the aggressive type. It's like, no, you're not going to be able to help people that way. I think we sometimes think selling is like the used car salesman. Yes, but we'll all love to buy something that is fabulous, life-changing. Exactly, Vanessa, exactly right. So see how you use the word life-changing? So that's exactly right. So you want to use those words more often, and you want to feel like what you do does change people's life. That's really important, that you own it and you feel it and you embrace it and you make it your own. So how can you now sell? Now you all understand that you need to sell. Tell me that you need to sell. Tell me how much you understand that you need to sell in your business. You need to get over your own fears to be able to help people and get people an outcome. Because, you know, if you let them go, are you going to be able to help them? If you don't work with them, are you going to be able to help them? You're not. So you've got to understand that you need to sell. So go there and say yes to sell. I want to see the comments. I'm not going on forward until I see the comments. There's nobody talking here. What's happening? Where are you guys from? Who is there? Anthony, tell me. Sky, Billy, Tamara, are you guys understanding that you need to sell to grow your business, to help people, to put yourself out there? Good point. Thank you, Helen. So there we go. I want to see some yeses. I haven't seen any yeses. Where is everybody? Do you understand that you need to sell to your business? Say yes to sell. What's going on? I've got no messages nowhere. Not gonna go on until I see messages. There we go. We got some yeses. Yes, I need and I will sell my work. Yay! Fantastic. All right, they're all coming. It was getting a bit slower. All right, fabulous. Yes, I'm contemplating on how to best sell two very distinct audience for my service solution. Choose one, Michael. Choose one. Focus. When you focus on one, you're gonna be able to succeed. When you have too many products, that's when you're gonna struggle. And if you have too many things, or too many services, and too many audiences, you're not gonna be able to achieve any of them. So my suggestion is to focus on one, choose one, get that one big, and then you're gonna be able to do the next one. Yes. I've had such a busy morning. Yes, fantastic. Definitely need to sell. Otherwise, they will never know about the wonderful product I have. Yes, exactly. Nick, yes, fantastic. Are you share with us how to handle objection? Yeah, I can definitely do that next week if you want, Linda. I can cover that absolutely. So how can you sell? How can you sell is about building trust. If you build trust, like the other day I was talking to a friend of mine that was saying that, you know, her partner sells, you know, things that are completely like, you know, like a big company, and sell things that are like nothing to do with the relationship, right? It's about, you know, some tires for, you know, for this big company, big machineries and stuff like that. So nothing that's got anything to do with us, you will think. And so he went to this place and contacted with this lady and started to talk. And then this lady was like talking about personal stuff, how her daughter had problems and this and that. And then all of a sudden, you know, he gives us his life advice and just honestly chat with her and you know, and say, you know what, I think you need a holiday. I think you need to come to Australia, come over, I'll take you out, I'll take you, you know, not in a, like a, you know, like a flirty way, just like, you know, me and my wife will take you out, let's show you how the Australian life is and all of this and that. And then she goes, yeah, okay, and signed a $100,000 contract. So building trust, whatever you sell, no matter what it is, people are going to feel that if you are open. And he wasn't doing that for the sales you know, tactic. It was actually like honestly saying, I think you need a holiday, I think you've been working too hard and you don't get, you know, the next level. So really important that we understand that we go through, do you know what, I need to build trust with these people. You need to give, you need to add value, you need to build rapport and build a really strong relationship. And that is the whole, Linda, if you ask me about objection, when you have done these things, you shouldn't get any objections. If you've done these things right, if you have enough value and rapport and they trust you, they're going to believe that you are the answer for them. That is it. And at the beginning, for me, it was a very fine line between becoming too like a friend to them, and then if I become a friend, that they wouldn't respect and buy the next level. So I had to learn how to have that little fine line between maintaining my authority of, I do have value to give, and becoming a friend. I'm friendly with all my clients. I love them to be a part of my family. However, I still have an authority person and still understand and ask questions and still respect and see that they want to be like me. So that's why I still maintain that little difference between the two. Yeah. So handling objection shouldn't be happening. You shouldn't be having an objection if you trust them enough, if they trust you enough. And sometimes it's coming one way. So when we sell, we feel like, if you only thinking about the numbers, if you, the other day I had one person that wanted to go, I've got two levels. I've got a gold and a VIP, and the gold is $5,000 and the VIP is $12,000. And this person was saying, I really want to go to VIP, but right now I cannot afford it. And I said, all right, well, my thing is, to be honest, I don't even think that you qualify for VIP yet. I think it's a little bit too much for you. We still haven't got an idea of what we're gonna give when we are into the into the next level. So what I do truly believe is that right now you have only a product, so let's just stick with the gold and make that work and monetize that, and then you can upgrade later. Yeah. And so if you really qualify later, but for now, what I believe that you should do gold. And now I'm trying, like, am I looking at my bank account? No, it's not about me. I cannot just do it. If she, because obviously the person wanted to go to VIP, so if I just pushed a little bit, I wouldn't get it. But is that right? Is that how you want to sell? Is it the right thing for them? Right now, it wasn't the right option for her. The right option for her was to start on one level and go to the next level maybe later. So and this person at the end ended up not signing up at all. But that is not a bad thing. I do believe that sometimes people are coming into your life for a reason, and they need to test it out, and they're not ready. And if they're not ready, they're gonna waste their money. If they're gonna waste their money, they're gonna not have. I'm not gonna have a good word about me. So I want to make sure that we are genuine about what we do, and we're genuine about the relationship we build with that person. And I was honest with that person, because I didn't 100% think that we're gonna get into the next level straight away, because the mindset was in the right place straight away. And so it was a bit too pushy, and I don't really allow work with people that are pushy. I want to work with people that they are giving and they are are willing to work together. So at the beginning, I made a couple of mistakes, and I was looking more at the money, and I was, obviously my bank account wasn't as, my cash flow wasn't as good as it is now. And so I needed to close people to be able to survive. And so sometimes I did push aside my, what I really thought was the best for the client, and looking to just get them sign up. And it came back to bite me in the butt. So I've learned from that. Sometimes you have to go through that to learn that not to do it. And so now when I don't feel that we're a good fit, I just slowly push them away, and people are alone, they're not gonna sign up, which is great. And one time I had this person that really I didn't think, I didn't feel that we were going to be a good fit, so I tried to push her away. She's like, I'm going to pay in full, I'm ready, why can you not let me do it? And I was like, maybe you should come back later. No, I want to do it now. And I did a meditation. I said, all right, let me talk to you in a few hours. And I did a meditation, and the message that came to me was, who am I to say no to someone? Maybe that is the one thing that was napping them out from being, pushy and be salesy and not the right, how I do stuff. So if I can teach her that, then why not? Why am I gonna push people away? So I let her in, and guess what? She's actually a gorgeous person and doing one of my biggest raving fans. So sometimes people do need to come through your courses to be able to understand. So I don't say no to people as such, but I just stand here and tell them their options and then see what happens. And so the other day, I had to do the same. I did the same with someone else, that I said, look, you want to do gold or VIP, you're thinking about VIP and you're ready for it, and now scarcity is going to take you to gold, shut up and do VIP. And I literally had enough trust with the person. I could just say, you're just talking from fear. you know you want to do that, why don't you just do it? So I'm honest with people. My selling technique is being real, and I truly am. And when my team hear me, because I do a lot of the calls in the room so they can hear what I say, they just go, oh my God, like you literally were talking to her like you would talk to me. I'm like, yeah, well, why do I need to fake it? I need to be honest with them and say, you know what? The best option for you is this. This is how you're going to save more money. And if you want to bring your partner, this is how we're going to do it. And this is how you're going to save yourself more money. If I save people money and give them the best option for them, that's when they're going to trust me and want to work more with me and send me more people. So it's all about understanding where they're at, what do they need, and if I have what they need, then I'm gonna give them the right thing, which is whatever is right for them. So Linda, if you're asking about the objection handling, I'd say it's more about building a relationship and that trust. Then when you are honest with them, they just believe you and trust you. And that's how we've got 24 new Muffins this month. It's been the biggest month ever. We've got 2 more events in Gold Coast and Byron Bay, starting literally today. So tonight we're going to Gold Coast for a speaking gig, and then tomorrow we've got Gold Coast half-day workshop, then we've got Byron Bay on Wednesday, and then on Thursday night we've got a beautiful event in Ipswich. They were speaking at Diane's meetup. So if you want to come to any of those, just let us know below, and my team can send you some beautiful information about it. So you also need to have target. If you want to make sure that you you want to reach a goal, you need to know what your goal is, and you always need to make it very realistic so that you'll be able to reach that. So our goal this this month was about 20 muffins. We've got already 24, and now we've changed the target. So as you go right, another target, let's change it. Now it's 30. So wish us luck, and we've got 2 more events, and we're going to be able to do that. So selling is helping. If you change that in your mind, then you don't have to handle any objections. Remember, it's all about abundance, belief, and trust and honesty. You need to be open, you need to trust and be real with your people. That's the only way you're going to do it. So a lot of people in business make a mistake of talking too much. When you're selling, you don't talk, you listen. When you're selling, you don't push, you don't think of scarcity, but you concentrate. You not concentrate on the money, you concentrate on the people. That's the only way that you do it, when you concentrate on them. And the other mistake people do is that they don't explain the value enough. They just stay in the surface, and people want to go deeper, going, what exactly am I going to get? How am I going to feel? So you want to cover all the things, all the senses. This is what you're gonna get, this is how you're gonna feel, this is what you're gonna see, this is what you're gonna hear, right? So they want to see all of that so that they feel like, all right, I've got all I need to make a decision. And give them time to make a decision, but make it have a time limit as well, because that's what people are going to be able to make a decision. Because if not, they're going to procrastinate, because there's people, that's how they do it. All right, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this. I look forward to see you next Monday. And if you want me to cover handling objection next week, I'm more than happy to do it. All you need to do is just say handling objections, and we can send you the link, and you add SVP. If I see that more than 4 or 5 people want that, I will definitely do it. So all you need to do is say in the comments handling objection, and my team is going to send you the link to add SVP to the webinar. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a great week, and 5 minutes over time. Bye. If you're a Mafian, come and see me on the other side, inside of the Mafia Academy now. Bye.